Yo guys, what's going on? It's MC Noble here. Welcome back to another stream. And today's stream, we're going to be talking about my first gig of 2020. So I've actually bagged in a gig for next year already. Which I'm actually super stoked about, and I can't really tell you too much about this gig because there's two big headlined DJs for this gig. Well, one's a DJ, one's an MC, and I don't want to spoil who they are because I've been told by the person who's planning the event not to let rip on who these headliners are until the event poster has been officially revealed. And I'm travelling quite a bit out of my league for this one. I'm actually going down to Birmingham for this one to team up with a really cool event, which I can't tell you too much about it, but all I can say is it's going to be in March next year. So March next year, I already have a booking. So March is only like the third month of the year, so it's not really what you would call all that far into the year. So bearing in mind there's still January and February where I could get a booking. So 2020 is already going to see itself off to an amazing start, which is absolutely fantastic. But you know, we're going into 2020, but let's not forget about 2019, because 2019 has been absolutely amazing for me. So 2019 really all kicked off when I gigged at this R House poster, which you can see here. Now I just MC'd as a guest. This was kind of like a guest slot in room 2. It was like an anything goes room, the alternative arena basically, and there was some guests up on this flyer, as you can see, as far as the MCs go. So I was actually like physically told that they wanted me to guest on the mic here. It wasn't as such just anybody can jump on. It was, you know, I'd been like booked as a guest. I'd been asked to be a guest, so that was good. And then obviously I've been doing some guest appearances with the Stomping team, who then put me on this flyer for May, which was and introducing MC Noble, which was really the first time I ever got put on a poster, which I was very pleased about. And then we obviously jumped into a little bit of a gap actually as far as nightclubs can go. This was May, and then we jumped to October, where I actually got put on when I got put on this Alliance poster, which this event was absolutely amazing. If you missed it, you missed it. I hosted a 2-hour pre-party from 6 till 8 with DJ Kyle Rees, which was, you know, he played an outstanding set. And then obviously, as you guys do know and already know, I've got these two monster of events coming up. At the moment, this one comes actually in a couple of days, and this one is actually in a couple of weeks.
You only want me when say to you, only want me when something's wrong. So
yeah, so this one's 2 weeks tomorrow. This one's actually
out the freezer, please.
About 2 days time. 2 days, 2 weeks. 2 days, 2 weeks. 2 days, 2 weeks. I'm sure you get the point. But yeah, as you can see, I've done quite a few little bits this year, but this one for 2020 is going to absolutely, it's going to rock. That's all I can say. It's going to rock. Hopefully there will be some like poster information soon, but I am really looking forward to yeah, yeah.
But well, seeing as you grasped on us for that, that's why I'm not talking to you, Gemma.
Yeah, I'm ignoring my mum. My dad isn't acting that I'm ignoring my mum. No, so Jonathan spoke to me earlier and I didn't speak back or speak to Jensen.
Just put to her, say, don't talk to me like that, Gemma. I don't expect you to talk to me like that. I'm an adult, not a fucking child.
So you,
Fat math, or I'm gonna pop you one.
so yeah, so yeah, people. So this is so 2020 is going to be good. So the poster should be announced very soon. So how did I get this gig? You know, how did I get gigs, and how can you people get gigs? Because
you want to see our answers, seeing as you grasped on him for what you've said, and you've made him really ill.
But I smiled when you knew that as I was running late to get into Bowen Ellie, and I did speak to Mum.
so yeah, people. So like,
Kelly, phone your mum up now and talk to her. Tell her straight. Say, look, I'm not having this, Mum. Gemma's phoning me up now, telling me to have some respect for it, to not talking to you.
so yeah. So how did I actually get on this line up, then, people? Like, how did it come about? So basically, I got tagged on a post in Facebook. I literally only got this gig. Believe it or not, guys. I got told about this gig about 1 o'clock this afternoon, and I not shit you not, by about 1:45 I was confirmed for the gig. I like literally I shit you not, this is the 100% truth. Alright, I found out about this gig about 1 o'clock, right? And by about 1:45 I was booked on this lineup. So how did I do it? Well, basically, as I say, I got tagged in a post, and it was a guy who said that he had space for some MCs for this upcoming gig next year. Someone tagged me in the post. So basically I asked this bloke where it was and stuff like this, that and the other, and he wasn't sure, so I messaged the guy who put the post up, and basically I messaged the guy. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll read to you exactly what I put. This is what I messaged the guy. I kid you not, this is what I text the guy saying. Sent him a message. I said, easy bro, I got tagged in your post about having space for another MC. I MC myself, and whereabouts is the event, as I would be interested in a slot. I can send a demo if need be. So he obviously messaged me back. He said, you know, blah 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 about the event. His mate owns a venue, and basically they throw rave nights there, and they've had some massive people come down, and stuff like this. And they said in March they're doing a 2-night event of a weekender. So basically 2 events are actually joining together to doing a weekender. So I said, wicked man. I said, you know, told him that basically I thought this sounded like a good idea. He said, fly as a demo over, so I sent him a demo. And then basically he listened to about 5 minutes of the demo, and he just basically said, he said he'll happily put me on the lineup and book me, and welcome aboard the team. And I said, that's grand, man. So basically what you need to do, if any of you guys want gigs, whether it's DJing, whether it's MCing, whether it's rapping, whether it's singing, search up for events around your local area, or even further afield. It doesn't harm to go further afield. So basically, if you're wanting to get a gig in, just bear in mind that you might have to travel. Like, you know, I'm gonna have to get a train to Birmingham, but bearing in mind you might have to travel, so bear that in mind. But literally, whatever it is you want to do, you know, even if you want to play football and stuff like that, literally message local teams, or message local nightclubs or local events, and say, listen, look, I do this, blah blah blah, I've done it for X amount of time, I've got a real passion. In other words, it's a little bit like writing a CV for a job. But instead of writing a CV for a job, you've just got to kind of tell this event promoter a little bit about yourself, how you got onto the scene. It always helps as well if you just tell them a little bit about some of the previous events that you've done. Send them a demo, and you know, just it's always good to have more than one demo as well. Say I've got some other demos for some other mixes as well if you want to listen to them, or same with MC. And I said to the guy, you know, I've got some other demos, but I found that this one was one of the favourite ones that I've done. And just basically show that you're willing, show that you know you're gonna show this person that you know you messaged him because you really want this opportunity. And that's what I did, and within about an hour he was happy to book me. He liked what he heard, and obviously he's now going to book me. So what can I say? It's absolutely fan-dabby-dozy.
Get up on that, you bastard. Yeah. Alright, I've already just doing it now.
So there we are, people. That's how I got on the event. So yeah, so message people, inbox people, send them demos. It's the only way, people. You can't just sit on your ass and expect to get gigs. You've got to message people. That guy tagged me in the post. I was like, right, I will message that guy. I was like, right, let's see if I can get on this. Message events, even if they are looking for MCs, just message them and say, if ever you want an MC, or ever you're looking for any extra DJs, I've got a demo, would you ever consider me? And then they'll let you know. They might say, listen, we're not looking for any DJs currently at the moment, but if anything comes about, we'll let you know. Or sometimes they might say, you know, that's a wicked demo, you would suit our events really well, we have an event coming up in the future, would you maybe care to do a beginning slot for us? Do you know what I'm saying? That's where it starts. I mean, when I go to this one in March, I will more than likely be doing something like a beginning set or like a last set. You know, I won't be on prime time because there's two headliners, but it's a start to get somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Now I'm taking it further afield. So
why are you going to wait till that long? You don't have to sit around there till 2:30, Kel.
So there we go, people. So anyway, please like, comment, share. Peace.